All right, guys. I'm going to level with you. I did not mean when I was scheduling the movie layout for these episodes, I did not mean to have two Bruno Mattei, Claudio Fragasso team up movies back to back with this and Rat's Night of Terror last week. That was an accident.
Hey, I don't have anything to say about this aside from I am the skull couch from the last movie that we saw. Just splaying out there.
Zombie 3, if you want to watch it, has nothing to do with Zombie 2.
Yeah. If you want to watch this film, do so at your
it's
own
fun.
peril.
It's on YouTube. You can watch it for free.
Honestly, I wouldn't.
It's entertaining. It's just, if you like Italian it's Italian trash zombie.
Entertaining, dude. It's boring. His other films might be great. Like Fulci may actually have
half
talent
of this
in some of the
is
other
Fulci.
films. But
the other half is Bruno Mattei.
Yeah,
and Claudio Fragasso.
No, but not even the half with Fulci could save it.
Like, this is the thing. This is three directors.
Bad.
It has Lucio Fulci, and he's good, but also has Claudio Fragasso and Bruno Mattei. It's like, let's say you're making a movie, and one of the directors on this movie is Stanley Kubrick, but the other...
explain what you told me about Fragasso again.
Directors are Michael Bay...
Mm-hmm.
No, this is a hypothetical movie, which is... where one director is Kubrick. No, even better. One director is Tarantino. And the other two directors are Michael Bay and James Cameron. They're going to drag that movie down because there's two bad to one good.
Well, even James Cameron can kind of make something halfway
but he
decent
insists on making more Avatar.
Understandable. Yeah. Like something more enjoyable than this.
Okay, it's... You have Quentin Tarantino.
They would make something similar.
On the other side, you have Tommy Wiseau and Michael Bay.
There you go.
Also,
that's closer to what we're going for here. But even Tommy could make something better.
You want to know who Claudio Fragasso
I'm gonna keep saying that.
Okay, on the one side you have. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
on one side
tell me what you told me about Fragasso.
Tarantino. On the other side you have Michael Bay and Neil Breen. Oh, right. We've hit the bottom of the barrel.
Look,
closer, you don't even have Michael Bay.
But I still think
you don't even
Breen
have
is
Michael
funny
Bay.
as
You know
fuck.
who you have?
Yeah.
The director of Battleship, who's trying to be Michael Bay. Okay.
There you go. We
now,
hit that.
Claudio
There's
Fragasso,
that
I've already talked about
bottom
this
right
in Rats. Actually, I mentioned this, but
explain to the people what you told me.
I told the people last week, but Claudio Fragasso is the scriptwriter for this movie, and he also penned the script to Troll 2.
Which explains a lot of the green goo in this fucking shitty film. And a lot of the other stupid things about it, especially it being a nature,
I can't be that mad about Troll 2. Because compared to a lot of the other stuff we've watched, it's no Saint Dracula 3D. That still holds worst movie.
Honestly. Hey, I'd rather watch Troll 2 at least 3 times before watching this movie. I'd rather watch this over
Troll 2 because it's a little more exciting. Anyway, we're doing Zombie 3. Original title, Zombie 3, but with no E. From
1998.
Films. When a terrorist's body, infected with a stolen chemical, is cremated by the U.S. military, a virus is unintentionally released into the atmosphere over a small island. That's not how the atmosphere works.
God fucking damn it. Yes, this is not how burning corpses works. When you burn the fucking corpse, guess what? The pathogens inside it burn along with it.
It's trying to do a...
This is science.
Yeah,
No, but it's doing a stupid.
It is doing a stupid. Anyway, let's watch Zombie 3, which is both the third and second film in the Zombie series, since whatever Lucio Fulci thinks, he does not own Zombie 1, because Zombie 1 is Dawn of the Dead. We've really fallen in the course of only 3 movies, from Dawn of the Dead to Zombie 2 to this.
Yeah. And honestly, you said what?
No,
that,
he made this, but he
made this.
Okay, story about before we get into this about Zombie 2 and Dawn of the Dead. When Dawn of the Dead was localized in Italy, like they directed the dubbing, did the stuff for the censors and everything, even though the Italian censors are way more accepting than the American ones, clearly. They had, instead of for some reason Dario Argento, even though Dario Argento was a creative consultant on Dawn of the Dead, they had Lucio Fulci localize the film. And it was released as Zombie, simply Zombie, the word zombie in Italian. And it was a big hit. And instead of saying George A. Romero's Zombie, it was Lucio Fulci's Zombie. Because while localizing it, he claimed credit for it.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't just localize this thing. I made the whole movie.
It's like if you call your friend who's a caterer and order this like really nice food, like really, really well-made food, and you bring it to a potluck and say you made it. But on a massively more big budget scale.
It's slightly more forgiving, that situation, but at the same time you're still a shitbag and people will look at you with like fucking side eyes.
It's either that or you're the guy
at the whole potluck.
You're the kid whose parent who for the bake sale brought those grocery store tiny cupcakes. It's like, what part of bake sale don't you understand, kid? Come on.
Yeah.
You brought napkins to the pot.
Even that's more forgiving. But he claimed ownership on that one. Lord knows why he claimed ownership on this.
No, he made.
Because honestly, if this was my movie, I wouldn't even want to put
Zombie
my name
1
on
and
it.
Zombie 2 and Zombie 3, he did make.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to put my name on this though. Like even if I did, even if I didn't make it, even if I did make it, I wouldn't want to put my name on it. Like, hands down.
Standard for an Italian horror film. Anyway, let's watch Zombie 3. Now Blueheart says, zombies are coming, and they're bad for our Mother Earth. So here's a song that's gonna put the fear of zombies into you. Don't
zero me
this.
Now.
What was this?
Wipe me. This was boring.
We start in an umbrella lab, which is apparently celebrating Christmas.
No, we start on the set from fucking Ed Wood, where they're filming that one movie before the set owner comes in and asks Ed for the
run
money,
away,
and he has to like stop in the middle of filming.
And it's apparently Christmas because red and green lights are flashing.
Yeah, there's like a shitty green filter over it with like the lights, like red lights, like just flickering on and off. And there's a doctor and a nurse shooting zombie goo into a cadaver on a slab. The same slab probably from the Ed Wood set house.
Oh, by the way, you'll be happy to know the Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, just got a Blu-ray release. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Awesome.
It was fun.
I love that movie. The movie's great.
I'm
glad it did.
So they're injecting Yul Brynner with a chemical for some reason. And he wakes up, and his head melts.
His whole face melts. Just slops right the hell off, and he looks terrible. He looks like Toxie face fucked Freddy Krueger.
At least this was a better movie than Class of Nukem High Part 2. It's more comprehensible.
Right. This should have just gotten handed to fucking Trauma Team. Should have. Honestly,
and they're reporting their failure to the military. And the military's, all right, let's take it to a special place so we can destroy it. So they put it on a Jeep.
Yeah.
Not an armored truck. They put it in a Jeep.
They might as well put it on a school bus.
And they get attacked by terrorists. And the terrorists steal the box.
Yeah.
And they open... And one opens the box.
A helicopter shows up.
One of them opens the box.
The terrorist with the box. Well, they didn't even open the box. He shot the box. And the guy's hand.
He gets the...
And he's freaking out.
And with the goo.
He got shot in the hand. Yeah. And the goo got into his hand. Somehow. Because apparently that's how bullets work. Although the box... apparently the box was not bulletproof enough. And popped open and sprayed the goo onto his wounded hand. And the guy in the helicopter, while he's chasing him, is going, "Oh, I hit him. He can't go very far." It's like he's not gonna fucking die. He's not gonna bleed out from a bullet wound to the hand. Like fuck you.
Incompetent.
As a matter of fact, he can last pretty long with his his paper cut on his finger from the bullet wound you gave him. What's really gonna get him is the zombie virus.
So he runs through the jungle and he gets to a hotel. He checks in. He can check out anytime he likes, but he can never leave.
But he can never leave.
And
there you go.
He gets his room and he starts to melt. We cut back to him, and he has green pustules on his face, and his hand is just a zombie hand
looks bad
now. So he cuts his hand off.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's reached your face. It's too late to cut your hand off.
I wanna add though that it's when I say they look bad, I mean they don't
they look incompetent.
They look nasty. It's no,
they're incompetently
they look
made.
Disgusting. They look horrible. They are very unwell
It's not Nightmare
in
City
terms
bad.
of
It's not as bad as Nightmare
in terms
City.
of the special effects. Yeah, maybe not
It's
as
not
bad,
good either.
but still really poorly done. Needs work. Like, I give these special effects a D,
So
maybe a C minus.
A bellboy gets bitten, and the housekeeper somehow finds him having staked himself to a door with a machete.
No, she ends up the one staked. With
right,
the
she
machete.
finds the
He cuts
machete
his
and
hand
then
off.
him, and he presumably
he cuts his hand off in the sink to try to get rid of the mutation.
It's already in his face.
Yeah, and it fills the entire sink with troll
and
green goo.
They think it is blood.
I'm sorry, troll
Green goo. It's full of ecto cooler.
Yeah,
it's full of frosty chocolate milkshakes.
And he ends up stabbing the maid into the door, and like she gets impaled basically there, and we see her later on when the CDC raids the place. But before that, we get the doctor screaming about science mumbo jumbo nonsense.
Who says that's science fiction? To which, I do the second time he says it, the female doctor points out, yeah, we're dealing with zombies though. So
yeah, it's like you made us make this thing called Death 1. Like, you don't think it's gonna make zombies?
We've seen that it's zombies. Why don't you at least accept the fact that it might be anything?
I want her to pull out the script from her cleavage and just be like, you see this? This is the script for Zombie 3.
So the CDC arrives, they kill everybody.
Like, this is where we are. Yeah. What does he actually say, though? He says, like, this is a bacteriological weapon, which I don't even think is actually an English word.
Hey, military, maybe zombie viruses aren't a good weapon.
Yeah. He also says it is sensitive to oxygen, which I don't know what that means.
But then they set it on fire, and so it stopped being sensitive to oxygen.
Yeah, he's screaming about it. He's like, yeah, who gave you permission to burn the body?
I did. I'm a general.
And he's like, well, yeah, I'm the general. I burned
Corvus
the body,
Negi
whatever.
President.
And he's like, the burning mutated it. It's like, but no, that's not how this fucking no. It's so stupid. I hate this.
So everyone in the hospital is murdered by the SDC. No, not the SDC. That's San Diego Comic-Con.
No, yeah, the CDC goes in and they raid the place. They don't kill everybody. They just raid the place. They're looking for the guy.
They're given the order to kill him.
And they find him and they burn the body.
They find the guy and shoot him because he's a zombie. With only one hand. He attacks him with a machete. And they kill him. And then we cut to people having a road trip.
There's
three
horny soldiers.
Everyone has a Jeep in this movie.
Yeah. Also we hear
Blue Heart's cool.
Blue Heart's cool. I actually do. Blue Heart's the one character I like.
He's a proto 3-dog. He's 3-dog.
All the way through. Yeah. Like, he's the only one I actually liked the entire...
I liked some of the soldiers.
Even at the end. No, I don't even like them. Like, they're fucking... All of them are just, like... Their entire personality at the beginning is we're all raving horn dogs. And then at the end of the film, their only personalities are... I am Soldier Man, and some of them are not even smart.
We're trying to have the camaraderie they had in Dawn of the Dead, but we don't.
Yeah, honestly, like, wait, they used didn't they use footage from this in COVID Zombies? Yeah. They did, huh? Yeah, it's like COVID Zombies actually has more camaraderie in its script, like as a shitty dubbed over like spoof film, than this actual film has.
Yeah, but then
Like,
there's the
that's
stuff they
saying something.
shot originally, which just makes it so much worse for that movie.
Oh yeah, that makes that entire movie go down like fucking six steps when it went up by just like one.
Then they made a sequel the
With
same
what I
week
said.
about Tiger King.
Go fuck yourself.
I
still haven't
I
even
don't
watched
care
Tiger
about
King. I have
Tiger
to watch
King.
that. I'm sure when I watch it, I'll be like, oh, okay, I understand what people are saying about it. But right now, I really don't care. Like, I just don't really. It's like,
you
oh,
should watch
eventually I'll
Tiger
watch
King.
it.
You
but
see
it's
that?
like right now,
That's
it's
the
not
entire
top of my list.
DC. You should
It's
watch
not even
Tiger
halfway
King.
up
See
my
this?
list.
This is the entire DC animated universe that kind of takes precedence. Batman says no.
Yeah. Then again, I haven't even watched Wonder Woman yet either, so like, yeah. And I'm not even talking about the second Wonder Woman. I'm talking about
Don't watch
first Wonder
live action
Woman.
DC movies. There's no reason to.
I'll watch Wonder Woman. I don't mind, but it's like I'll get to it
So-
eventually.
They pick up
Again,
some.
not top of my list.
There's another girl in a van with her boyfriend, and he's whining about the politics on the radio. He's like, "Oh, they're putting politics in our video games."
No, not even politics. He's talking about the anti and like environmental messages.
Yeah, I know, but
and stuff
I'm
about Blue Heart. It's
This
like
is
Blue
the thing.
Heart's
I'm
cool.
making a
Listen
reference
to
to
the
people
motherfucker.
bitching and moaning about, "Oh, there's politics in the video games." I'm comparing him to that kind of loser.
Play fucking Cyberpunk and then talk
about politics and media. A slight
in
divert.
video games.
I was reading comments, not on someone else's, about, "Oh, sci-fi movies are so full of political bullshit these days. I miss like the 70s and 80s when they didn't put that political shit in movies, like Escape from New York, Omega Man, and Star Wars." Yeah, those movies aren't political.
Like, yeah, all those movies. Like, yeah, seriously. It's like Star Wars is just an entire political, like, film.
There's the
If you
rebellion.
actually watch it. I
and
mean,
the
the prequels
Empire.
emphasize that to fucking 1,000 times. Yeah. And make it shitty. But still, the prequel, like the originals, the original trilogy is a political film. It's like when you really get down to it, a lot more movies than you think have political messages, usually as undertones, if not as the
So-
major plots.
The van picks up the soldiers and is attacked by birds.
Yeah, and they end up getting attacked by birds.
Pandemic shock and terror.
The fucking... Yeah, it basically is Birdemic. The entire time I was watching this movie, I just wanted to be
I
watching
prefer this to
Birdemic.
Birdemic. And wow,
No, I wanted to
is
be
that
watching
the
Birdemic
most
instead of this.
damning with faint praise I've ever heard. Given the choice between this and
No, for me,
Birdemic, I'd
I'm
watch
like-
this.
No, for me, I'm begging the Lord above that I can just watch Birdemic instead. I'm like, please, just bless me with
There's
the
a related
shittiness
movie
of
here called
Birdemic.
Dr. Butcher, and I'm just Dr. Butcher. It's strange. Maybe who am I to judge? Nah,
Is he related
it's
to
Zombie
Dr.
Holocaust.
Satan from,
It's Zombie
from
Holocaust.
House of the Thousand Corpses? Oh, okay.
I've
Because
heard.
Dr. Satan is pretty
Um,
badass. Dr.
They get attacked by birds. They go to the hotel.
Uh-huh.
They go in the pool, and the pool's full of
They
zombies.
do, in fact, get attacked by birds. Yep. Because apparently there's no hospital.
Oh,
around.
one of the
Only
ladies
a
gets
hotel.
eaten by birds. She gets pecked by birds and infected with bird.
Sam
Yes.
Fucking Peckinpah.
So her name's Leah,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, she's Leah.
But like, yeah. Yeah, Leah. She
but
fucking
she's-
she turns later. But like for now,
Imagine
she's
being in a
getting
zombie
worse
film
and
and it's a
worse.
freaking pigeon that gets you.
Yeah, like fucking honestly, like just the fact that they think that like, oh yeah, the virus gets aerosolized, therefore the birds will get it. It's like that's just fucking it's nonsense.
Just
It's how
so many
brain dead are
zombies in
you?
the water.
Yeah,
how are
that's
there this
another
many?
thing.
Where
Oh
did they
my
all come
god.
from?
How are they all in this water? How they all
Did it get to Atlantis? What's going on?
How does my water get filled with all these zombies? How could this water possibly be filled with all these zombies? It's so nonsense. So much bullshit. Oh yeah, also one of them starts walking around the hotel screaming that she needs water. And I'm like, you're a thirsty bitch, aren't you?
The van breaks down, the Jeep. Because one of it stops. No, the Jeep with the guy who hates the environment and the main girl in it. He gets attacked by a bird.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the guy that was talking shit about the environment, I think, was named Glenn.
Yeah. So they stop at a gas station.
He gets it.
She goes in, even though all the lights are off, and it's full of ominous. And she gets attacked by a super speed action machete zombie.
Yeah, and he attacks her off of a balcony, and she flips into the water. Yes, and the blonde army dude basically that went with her, like, goes in the water after her, and she gets infected immediately. Like, she gets out of the water and she's just infected. It's like, how the hell did she get infected so fast?
Maybe.
Like, it was 2 seconds.
Because it's water full of zombies, and it doesn't matter if you get bitten or not. If there's any open cut on you, you're done.
Stupid. But then he didn't have any open cuts. Infected.
Or
you don't know that.
It's a bad movie.
Like a 2-day-old paper cut,
and you shouldn't think about it too hard.
Yeah. There you go. No, you hit the nail on the head. That's the reasoning. Good. That's the reason I want to hear. It's a bad fucking movie. And honestly, I'm pretty sure that literal turning scene was the entire fault
Claudio
of
Fragasso.
the Troll 2 guy.
I always want to say the name like Brad Jones. Claudio Fragasso. Claudio Fragasso. Now I'm just turning into Nicolas Cage.
No, when I think of Bruno Mattei, I think of Cinema Snob saying Bruno Mattei. Bruno Mattei, because he says it a lot. He mentions him a lot.
And then he does the Marge Simpson noise when he watches something.
Yeah, Fulci. I just think of in my Italian
Lucio Fulci.
voice.
Lucio Fulci.
Lucio Fulci.
I'm Dracula for some reason.
Go. Which is how that should be, you know. Lucio Fulci deserves the harsh Italian accent, but Bruno Mattei deserves.
And then there's Dario
Dario
Argento, who gets the chef one. Dario Argento,
voice,
or the Zorro voice.
Yeah, that one too.
Ole.
It's almost any director that actually has merit. It's they deserve the really stylistic, harsh Italian voice. Bruno Mattei.
A lot of them get murdered pretty fast. They get overwhelmed with zombies, and they shoot them in the head, in the face, in the chest, and it always works until it doesn't.
They just shoot them. Sometimes there's not even bullets coming out of their guns.
Sometimes they just do anything. Kung fu.
And they just, seven of them fall over. Yeah.
And they're nailing all of this wood onto the doors, and it's all easy to rip down. Yeah.
Very easy to rip and tear. Honestly, this movie needed the kung fu.
Every movie needs the kung fu priest
from Dead Alive just to go. I kick ass.
Every movie needs that.
No, but he needed this movie absolutely.
They bumble around. That's the whole movie. Is they bumble around. To be honest. There's a scene on a bridge.
A bunch of bumblefucks.
This movie's really hard to follow. I'm realizing.
Well, like, it's because like they're constantly cutting between random footage of CDC guys trying to do cleanup.
They get
over
to Blue Heart
Heart
because Blue Heart gets suckered by the man and he becomes a corporate shill and tells them to run at CDC people so they can get murdered.
Yeah, it's like the
run
CDC
to these heroic young men in black
suits. If you see any of these people in white
run
overalls
to
and
them,
gas masks
and they will help
guns, they'll protect you. Yeah, and it's like okay, well, yeah, you're telling them to walk towards them, but at the same time they're mowing down shit tons of zombies that are walking towards them.
When we solve this, it'll be because
that's the other thing they're cutting to
our cure that we're not actually working on, not your killing everybody who has it. It's like, okay, out once, just once.
Let's see now. Let's weigh these two options: kill everyone with the virus.
Just once.
Get a vaccine.
I wanted the general to ask, all right, how's that vaccine coming along? I haven't started it yet.
Yeah. Shh. Well, he tells him straight up at some point, he's like, I'm not
so you have to wait. Zombies, though.
He's like, you can make the thing.
I have zombies,
go ahead,
and you're yelling at me for trying to contain them.
Yeah, it's like, I have a situation on my hands here because of what happened, because of you making this thing, and I'm trying to keep it under control. What are you doing in your goddamn lab? Oh, what's that?
I'm doing something. What are you doing? I'm yelling at you.
Well, then
all right,
off.
Get out.
Yeah, it's like, you make your little vaccine, and I'll do the other thing. Like, he actually...
No, in most situations, we do have to clear this up. Vaccines are good, and get them. In most situations, this situation is a special fictional zombie case.
Yeah. In this case, I just don't like the doctor, because he's a whiny bitch. No, but him particularly. And also, I don't like his tone, especially when he's talking science nonsense. In the worst of ways. Like, he just makes no sense at all. At least if he was talking some sort of medical, like, logic, I'd be okay with it. But he's going, the vaccine will buy us some time and buy us a margin of safety. A margin of safety for a vaccine. And it's like, he's also saying, yeah, the virus mutated because you burned the body. Like, that's so
also,
fucking stupid.
Can we point out,
never heard
for South America, there are, like, no black people. Except for Blue.
They're all, like,
I think,
vaguely Asian. I thought they were in the Philippines.
I think that it's in South America. It's a Caribbean island like the last one. Caribbean's on the South America, whatever. All the black people had a feeling we should leave.
Oh wow!
Why? I don't know. We should leave.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like that logic. That's good. That's fucking amazing. Honestly, though, like, I would take that they were in the Philippines also. Like, I would believe that. Because there's a bunch of chickens all over the place. And in the Philippines, you know how many there fucking are all over the place? Basically, yeah. And also, they're all vaguely Asian.
The chickens?
And, like, dark skin. No, the people.
Because the conversation went from, you know how many chickens there are in the Philippines? 10 per person? Pretty much. And also, they're all Asians. Like, the chickens are Asian? Well, yeah.
All the chickens are Asian.
I mean,
they're
technically
all
the chickens are from the Philippines, so they're all Asian.
General Town. They're all spiced with fucking sriracha sauce.
And not just any sriracha sauce. The sriracha sauce with the chicken on the bottle.
Exactly. There you go. That's how you know it's Asian.
So there's a lot of zombie fighting. Roger gets killed by the CDC because he's running at them waving his arms. It's like, I'm a soldier!
Well, no, he was beating them all with an unloaded gun.
Like their guns were ever loaded.
And then they all jumped on top of him, started munching on him, and he apparently got out without actually getting
He has
bitten.
the beard.
Yeah, and then he runs towards them waving his arms, the CDC guys. And of course, he's covered in blood.
Their orders
so
are to shoot on sight regardless of zombiness. So, of course.
Yep. Yeah. There you go.
The girl and Soldier Geo escape on a helicopter, and Blueheart gives a speech, and the song goes out to all the undead. This is the year 0.
Yeah. And he's all zombified and he has no eyes.
Weird.
Because he's blind. I know, right? But it makes sense. It's cool. I like it. And he plays them off with a
and this one's
song.
For the Warriors.
Zoom in on
I really hope that this is for anyone my zombie brothers have not found yet, and just puts on Nowhere to Run.
Yeah, that would have been great.
If we just removed how to enjoy this movie: eject it, take it out, throw it across the room, put in the Warriors, and watch that instead. This was not a good movie or a comprehensible movie.
Yeah. Honestly, they got out of... they ended up escaping the hotel. And at that point, I was like, honestly, I wish they just didn't
stick to the hotel.
And the movie just ended right there. Yeah. All of them should have just died in the hotel. And that would have been the movie.
Look, Zombie 2 is a really good movie. For what it is. And that had really memorable scenes. Because there was the eye scene, which I don't want to talk about. And then there was the zombie shark. This movie has nothing that tops Zombie Shark. Or even comes close to Zombie Shark.
Yeah, they that was the jumping the shark moment of the entire series. And honestly, it didn't get any better than that.
And you can't really call yourself Zombie 3 when Zombie 2 ended with New York being invaded with zombies.
Yeah, especially with this fucking harebrained plot that they have going on, based off of literally something that should have prevented the zombie apocalypse, but instead
all we
starts
get is really a bad zombie movie. That's barely a zombie movie by my metrics, because it follows none of the zombie rules. The zombies are fast, use weapons, and can talk. It's basically a less shit Nightmare City.
I would say it's a more shit version of what was that one? It's a more shitty version of fucking my god. Dawn of the Dead, the remake.
This is better than that.
No, it's...
Look, I was indifferent. I was indifferent to the characters.
Of that, dude. Especially because they have
I forgot the lady pregnant, and instead of a zombie baby, a normal zombie arm.
A full-formed zombie arm comes out.
For me, I do prefer this to the remake of Dawn of the Dead. For the reason of I was indifferent to the human characters in this. Well, I actively wanted the humans in Dawn of the Dead 2004 to die. I hated all of them. A lot.
I was in that boat for this one here.
I wanted
all of them to die in this, except for Blueheart.
Oh, also a bit of Dawn of the Dead ripping off. The soldier with the beard is named Roger. Like Mr. We got this by the ass from Dawn of the Dead, the good Dawn of the Dead.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. This one references some other zombie films. Also, it has there is one good part of the music. Movie. One.
I like the music.
No, not even the music.
I really do.
I didn't even like the music, really.
I mean the music. The music Blueheart plays on the radio.
And that's okay. That's fine. That I can.
That's what I
can
mean.
Be sort of forgiving about.
The
but
licensed
songs. Still, the music could have been
like
better.
Dawn of the Dead or any other Lucio, like Zombie 2 or any other Lucio Fulci film.
Right. Exactly. But there was one thing, and I want you to guess what this one thing, the one part of the movie I liked was.
Action ninja machete zombie. Oh.
No.
Can you give me a
one more
hint?
to guess. I'll give you one more. Yeah, it happened in the hotel.
It wasn't the zombie girl waking up the other girl before killing her, was it?
No, it wasn't. It
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
the
stupid.
Nancy. It wasn't that.
Um,
No, it wasn't that though.
I have no
I'll
idea.
give you one more.
No idea.
No idea? Okay. I'll just say it then. It was when the military, no, I think it was Glenn and the brunette go to the kitchen to go look for food, and literally they get like they get inside and they just look around, and like I think the guy, whoever it was, either Glenn or the dude that was there, he opens the fridge.
Oh, the zombie
skull
head
just
that flies
out
out.
of it, straight into his neck. And it's just a skull with
Like,
an eyeball in its head. And it's not even attached to anything. It just flies into his neck and it goes, and it just bites him in the neck. And he's infected.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That was the dumbest.
And then they both get attacked by zombies. That was the one part I liked in
Oh.
the movie. This is the one part that like reminded me of the
But,
whole rest
hey,
of the zombie franchise. That was the one
I
part.
found
that
it. I
fucking
have
loved that
a
part.
snappy
And I wish this
snappy
movie had
score
more
for
of
this
that.
movie right off the bat. Zombie 3 out of 10.
Yeah, what?
Boo!
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty good. Not bad. Huh?
What do you
Not
give
bad
this?
at all. I
Sam?
like that. Huh? Oh my god, I give it like fucking Blue, just like playing the oldies, singing Kumbaya and shit, while the birds from Birdemic just peck at the entire cast corpse, especially the
I
doctor,
give it
because
Blue
goddamn
Heart
he deserves
and those
it.
disembodied flying zombie head having their own radio show.
Yeah. God damn it, Blue Heart and the Birds.
That should be a
be
band.
the radio show.
Anyway,
Hell yeah, Blue Heart
next
and the
week we
Birds.
actually have something good for all of you to watch. And I never thought I'd say this, but fortunately it's not Italian horror. Because it's good when it's good, but when it is good, it's really, really good. But when it is bad, it is horrid. But next week we're going to be going into the wonderful world of Jeff Goldblum and enjoying that. Well, yeah, that's his name. People keep saying Jeff Goldblum. That's wrong. Right? It's Jeff Goldblum.
Yep. Jeff.
What's your last name?
That is his name.
It's Finera, right? Yeah, your last name is Finera.
That's my last name, but don't say that. Don't tell the people my last name.
I can't make an example otherwise.
You it could be, I don't know, like my middle name is Geo Socrates. I don't know.
Calling Jeff Goldblum would be like pronouncing a Socrates a Socrates. It's equally wrong.
Yeah.
Socrates.
Socrates.
Anyway, we'll see you next week for an actually good movie. I've been Marek D'Amato.
And I've been pecking the shit out of the doctor's face all day, every day. Screw that guy.
Screw that one guy in particular.
Yeah, fuck him.
See you next time, guys.
Fuck him to death.
Peace.
Later.